Good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. We are going to talk about a warmer pattern setting into Michigan, warmer than normal, I guess I would say. Hey, good morning, Mark Tower over in Grand Rapids. We're going to talk about that, so let's get to it. And today looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty nice day. Here's the radar, and there is nothing on it. So if you have to travel, yeah, maybe there's still some residual ice on the roads in places, but I think the sunshine today and eventually temperatures into the upper 20s and low 30s will probably take care of that. Here's the radar forecast, and you can see that we do have a quiet day. Hey, good morning, Frank Sturm. Only thing you got is a couple of snow showers across the Keweenaw Peninsula. Temperatures today for highs, starting south, Detroit, Ann Arbor, Jackson, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, Grand Rapids, and Flint, all about 30, 31 degrees. Saginaw Bay City, Midland, about 32 or so, probably because of a little more sunshine. And northern parts of the state, about the same, 30 to 32. UP, about the same, 30 to 32. Good morning, Pat. And Tom from Long Key, Florida. So today is the first day that we will be heading toward the freezing mark. Now, this is what I want to show you. I think there's what I would call a longer lasting pattern change underway. By longer lasting, I figure we can count on it for 2 weeks to maybe 4 weeks, and it's a pattern change to going to slightly above normal, warmer than normal temperatures to moderately warmer than normal temperatures. And that doesn't mean the winter's done. What I'm saying is that in the next 10 days, southern half of lower Michigan, we probably have 8 days that make it above the freezing mark in the afternoon. We probably have 5 of those 10 days that make it above 40 degrees. And we probably have only 2 of those days that have high temperatures in the mid to upper 20s. Then you get into, as I look 16 days out, this pattern looks like it's going to continue. And then you're talking about the first week of February, and I don't see the cold air coming back really extreme. So I'm starting to think we've had our coldest weather of the winter. It'll be hard in the second week of February for cold air to come back that will be colder than what we had in early January. But again, I want to preface that doesn't mean winter is over, and there is still a good chance of a big snowstorm. Okay, so I want to show you. This is the upper airflow. Okay, I got to help you pick out some places here. Here's Michigan. Here's Texas. Here's California. Here's Alaska. Okay, so you're looking at the big picture. And let's put this into motion and show you what's happening. Storms are starting to come into the West Coast, and when they come into the West Coast, look at where our flow comes from, out of the west-southwest. As opposed to earlier in the year, they were coming straight off of this big low up to the north over Hudson Bay and coming straight down out of the Arctic. So the flow, at least for the couple of days, has definitely changed. Now let's see if it's just a little blip or if it's a long-lasting type deal. Here we're into early next week, and there is a storm that'll produce some rain. Okay, but here's the next storm system, and again, northwest flow. There's another trough that develops, brings us into southwesterly flow. The other thing that's happening is a high-pressure ridge is developing here, so that is a warm pattern, warmer than normal. I should not say warm. And then we go into, this is early February, February 1st. Again, ridge down here, trough, and southwesterly flow. So my point being is that I think it's a couple of week warm-up at least. Now, I want to show you, maybe a good way to show you this is temperatures above normal. And that's what you're looking at, is these are the temperature anomalies. So when you see something like this, blue and green, it's amount of degrees below normal in Fahrenheit. And when you see the reds and these browns, it's warmer than normal temperatures. And let's just step through the next 10 days or so. And you'll generally see that the cold air in the north has been replaced with warmer than normal air. Not warm, but warmer than normal air. Okay, there we are at Sunday. By the way, Saturday looks like a great day to me. It looks like it's probably going to be in the 40s and less wind. Great day if you do not like winter conditions or if you need a thaw out. Now we're into next Monday, and we're looking at temperatures 20 degrees warmer than normal. Normal's now, let's call it 26 to 31. So add 20 degrees onto that. I don't know if 50 will happen, but it's going to be real close. Behind that storm system, behind each storm recently, we've had just bitterly cold air coming down. And look at this. It just does not have any real oomph to it. Okay? The cold air comes down for a couple of days next week and just diminishes. And we go back to about normal by Thursday. And then, notice, the next warming trend starts to take hold in the middle part of the country. And there it is again. So we're out to next weekend. And again, we're into the 10, 15 degrees warmer than normal. And getting warmer. Okay, and just for fun, let's go out as far as this thing will go, 16 days. Okay, we are at January 29th now, and then we go into January 30th. 16th of February is too far out, Jim Smith. You'll have to ask about a week ahead of time. Okay, now we're into February 1st. And that's where we end on the model, February 2nd. Look at that. That's warmer than normal conditions by about 5 degrees, so you're still in the 30s probably. So there you have it. Sunshine today. Should be a pretty nice day. The wind is going to pick up. We're finally going to get close to the freezing mark again. And then it's several days of 30s and 40s on into the weekend and early next week. It does look like we will have rain in most areas on Monday. And Pamela wants to know, does this mean we lose all our ground snow? Southern 2/3 of Michigan, probably. Most definitely. Northern Michigan, the UP. The UP is actually going to have a snowstorm in the western half of the UP on Monday, Tuesday, when we are getting rain in the lower peninsula. So if you're going snowmobiling, western half of the UP looks like it could get 10 inches or more of snow, a couple of those in the next several weeks. So they will stay in winter, but southern half lower, cold air is letting up, and I would have to say that we have probably had our coldest day of the winter based on what I'm seeing for the next 3 weeks. Doesn't mean winter's over. Doesn't mean we won't still have a snowstorm or a big snowstorm. This is a big snowstorm possible type storm track with the flow coming out of the southwest. So it's changed from the Alberta Clipper fluffy snow to, if we get a snow, we're talking it would be the heavy wet with a lot of moisture, with the potential for a lot of inches. That's not in the cards right now. I'll keep you updated on that. And everybody have yourselves a fantastic Thursday. We'll talk to you tomorrow.